Hey DOT community, this is GamingJAEGER bringing you another dev stream recap in 5 minutes or less, this time for March 15th, 2018. This Talk of Titans episode is going to cover a few different things that were actually talked about, mentioned, or even just brought up all in all during the dev stream recap. So we're going to get into a few things, talk about what do you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below, as always, what kind of information we got during this dev stream. So let's get into, of course, the three hosts we had in this dev stream, which of course are always the repeats. This week was Matt, Haig, and Dom. Now, getting right into the nitty-gritty of what was actually offered up during this stream, Matt mentioned that tomorrow, on the 16th of March, he's going to be looking at the actual physical drop relics, and the reason why they seem to always come up as physical resists. Specifically on the relics that come up in battles, pulls, etc., etc. They also mentioned they will be adding a confirmation button with the upcoming update to the game. That would be specifically to spending those 20,000, 60,000 types of gems in the temples. They also mentioned they're going to be looking at troop AI, as they know that there's a little bit of bugginess that goes on there. They also brought up the idea of the cheating. During the Thor event, they said that they actually bagged a few hundred people that were caught cheating. They're also experimenting with different ways to level Titans quicker. This is something the community's been asking for. Like they would go and get more Titans more often if they could level them up a little bit easier. So they did say that they are actually experimenting with what's going to be the best option for that and how they're going to basically move forward with it. Dom was also asked and addressed the questions about lightning troops, and Dom specifically said, do you want lightning troops or lightning troops done right? So that's kind of where they're at right now. They're also looking at opportunities to add new profile pictures into the game so people can swap it out other than just the standard few that are there. And Matt also mentioned there is a top secret feature that they're working on that they hope to come out maybe sometime this year. Final thing they're looking at is possible automatic leader transfership when a leader has gone inactive for an extended period of time. The next thing we did get, of course, was the teaser was finally revealed on who this Titan is that was coming out in today's Soul event, which is none other than Basathi here. So we've got this reveal here of the Queen of the Mossmen, 4-star Poison Ranger. Showed us some pretty cool artwork on what went into it, and that is where that opening image comes from for the Talk of Titans. Is not only did they just reveal this entire Titan, who she is and what she is all about. Basathi, again, kind of being a sister of Ladega, but does have 2 guaranteed skills, and we'll show those off in just a moment. But the cool thing about this, I thought that was really fascinating, was the artwork they showed, the concept art. And apparently Basathi's been hanging around in the devs' kind of idea bucket for a while, because this was her original artwork. And they actually said that this artwork came from the time before Mossman or Poison was colored green. Now, I have not seen a time other than when Poison was green. You can go back to some old stuff and see some significant changes, but I thought this was really unique that she's been around since there actually was just a different color for Poison and Mossman Titans. But that is some of the concept art they had to show off. They also did show us just an example of one of the skill pulls for Basathi. Again, the biggest thing here being that they addressed the fact that she will have 2 set skills. The very first one will always be Panther damage, and the second one will always be Panther health. The other 3, you have your pretty general standard Ladega pool as far as the skills go. It's going to be mixes between different Panther resists, Panther offensive, defensive buffs, things like that, and what you might get out of it. What was also really interesting, though, is a comment that came up later in the stream by Jason Jerome, JJ, about Lightning Titans and what his idea was. And you may know this image if you've seen one of the most recent MCU movies that's out there, but this is Fenrir the Wolf. And JJ said, hey, if we get a new Lightning troop, what if we actually made it Fenrir, which is one of the Asgardian kind of mythological creatures, so to say. In the movies, of course, they didn't paint it the exact same way as the history shows us in, DOT's doing more the NG true history way. Fenrir is actually the son of Loki, along with Hela, or Hel, is the daughter. And with it, Fenrir was one of these characters that was there, extremely and immensely strong. He was greatly feared by the gods. What if we had, just like the Panthers, we had now a wolf-style character that actually was Fenrir? Again, inspiration. Totally would fit with the Norse gods other than just having your basic troops. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know in the comments down below. Would this be something you'd be interested in seeing as a new possible troop? The last thing we got on the stream was the teaser of which Norse god will be revealed in the next event next week on their stream. Of course, you can clearly tell by this pretty bad teaser image, it is Loki, so that's what we got this stream. I'm GamingJAEGER, and I'm signing out.